All right, so we're finally ready to pop the cork on this deep dive, all about the future of wine in the U.S. Our listeners sent in the Silicon Valley Bank annual report. You know, the one by Rob McMillan.
Oh, yeah, he's the wine industry analyst.
Exactly. So we're basically getting a sneak peek into what our wine glasses will be like in 2025. And let me tell you, this report is not messing around.
Yeah, it's kind of a wake-up call talking about a demand-driven correction.
Which is a fancy way of saying.
It's the first one in 30 years. The industry's first demand-driven correction in 30 years.
Okay, whoa, I'm already nervous. Because, I mean, we've heard about these wine struggles before, right? Like,
oh, for sure.
One year there are too many grapes, then it's a recession.
Right, exactly.
But McMillan is saying this is totally different.
It really is. This time it's not about oversupply, not like those other times. This is about people are just buying less wine.
Interesting.
And the report actually compares it to, get this, the late 80s and early 90s.
Wow.
Which, took almost a decade for the industry to bounce back from.
A decade?
Oh, yeah.
So this is serious stuff. What happened back then? What makes it such a good comparison to what's happening now?
Well, it was this whole mix of, drinking habits changing and a rise in people being, anti-alcohol.
That does sound kind of familiar.
Right. And back then, the rebound was helped by, remember the French paradox?
Oh, yeah, like that wine is good for you thing.
Exactly. So the question is, will something like that happen again? Is there another French paradox out there somewhere waiting to save the day?
Well, and speaking of sounding familiar...
Yeah.
The report really dives into how younger generations aren't exactly loving wine the way, their parents did.
It's so true. Think about it. Older generations, a lot of them define success by material things.
Yeah.
But younger people, they're all about experiences.
Yeah, and social impact.
Exactly. It's like they're speaking completely different languages.
Okay, so if wineries are still using that same old, buy my fancy bottle marketing playbook, no wonder younger generations aren't interested.
Yeah, the report's pretty clear about that. Wineries need to move beyond just selling wine. They have to actually create brands that align with younger people's values.
I get it. But what about those tasting rooms? All those experiential tasting rooms we keep hearing about. Did the report say those tasting fees have gone way up?
Oh, yeah. Over 200% since 2012.
Oh.
The average for a reserve tasting is now a whopping $72.
Oh, wow.
And even a standard tasting is almost $40.
That's crazy. So no wonder younger consumers, especially the ones with more adventurous palates and probably tighter budgets, they might not want to spend that much.
Especially when they can just grab a craft beer or hard seltzer for, way less.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right.
But the report did say there were some types of wine that are resonating with younger drinkers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sauvignon Blanc and Pinot Grigio are doing pretty well, probably because they're, lighter and more refreshing.
And cheaper.
Yeah. And Prosecco is also popular, probably because it's, celebratory.
So there are some bright spots. But overall, this report is saying the wine industry is at a turning point, right?
Yeah.
It's not enough to just make great wine anymore.
It's about understanding the modern consumer, really understanding them, and then figuring out how to connect with them.
Okay, well, that was a pretty intense first sip of this deep dive. I think we need to figure out, why this demand shift is happening, and then what wineries can actually do about it. So where should we go next with this?
Well, the report lays out these 4 phases of this correction. And understanding those is key to figuring out what might happen next. So these 4 phases, yeah, they really lay out how this correction might actually happen. Think of it as a roadmap.
Okay, a roadmap to the future of wine.
Exactly. It guides us through all the potential, ups and downs the industry might face.
Okay, I'm following. So where on this roadmap are we right now?
So right now, we're right in the middle of phase 2.
Okay.
Phase 1, like the report describes it, was all about consumption going down and inventory piling up.
So basically, wineries making more wine than people actually wanted to buy.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's why we've been seeing all those discounts at the grocery store.
So it's like a clearance sale to get rid of all that extra wine.
Exactly.
Clever.
So now we're in phase 2, which is all about finding a bottom.
A bottom. The lowest point.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean things are gonna suddenly turn around. It's more about seeing the decline slow down. Imagine a ball rolling downhill. It's still going down, but it's losing momentum.
Okay, I get it. So we're not hitting the brakes just yet, but we're at least easing off the gas.
That's a great way to put it. And it's hard to say for sure when this slowdown will happen, but the report does have some good news. It says that phase 3 is when we'll start seeing green shoots.
Green shoots. Oh, so are we talking celebrating with champagne?
Not quite champagne popping time yet. But those negative growth rates, they should start to level off, leading to like a period of flat growth.
Okay, so like a plant finally starting to grow again after a long winter.
Exactly. It's a sign of life, you know? Hope that things might be getting better.
Okay, phase 3 sounds promising. But what about the final phase? When do we get to the happily ever after part of the story?
That's phase 4, and that's like the ultimate goal, when supply and demand are finally balanced.
Oh, well, I like the sound of that.
With actual positive sales growth, like in volume.
So imagine a vineyard that's like in perfect harmony. The vines are healthy, the grapes are amazing, and people are actually buying the wine.
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds amazing. But how long until we reach this wine utopia?
Honestly, the report doesn't say exactly when, but it does say it could take a few years. So patience is key here, you know, both for wineries and for us wine lovers.
Well, if patience is a virtue, then the wine industry is about to get really virtuous.
Yeah.
But let's change gears a bit. We talked earlier about how younger people aren't really connecting with wine. Didn't the report talk about how to fix that?
It did, and it's actually pretty fascinating. One of the things it talks about is changing those tasting room experiences.
Yeah, because let's be honest, those traditional tasting rooms can be a little
Intimidating, yeah.
totally.
Like the long tables, that whole formal atmosphere.
The price tag.
Yeah. Just a lot to handle, especially if you're new to wine.
Exactly. And the report is like, why not try something different? What if instead of rows of tables, you had a more lounge-like vibe?
Oh, I like that. Comfy seating, maybe some live music, even some games.
Yeah, exactly. Turn the tasting room into a social hub.
Where people can just relax and connect and discover new wines without feeling pressured.
Exactly.
Didn't the report also say something about new pricing models?
It did.
Yeah.
Imagine like different tasting options. So you can choose a basic flight or upgrade to the premium stuff or like discounts for first timers or wine club members.
I love that. It's all about making it easier and less intimidating.
Yeah, more accessible.
Exactly. But we can't forget about, like, the whole digital world, right? Younger people are glued to their phones. Oh, for sure. And the report makes it clear. A good online presence is super important these days. It's not just about having a website. You got to have engaging social media content, good online reviews, and easy online ordering.
So basically, meet younger consumers where they already are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they're always online. And that's how they find new things, including wine. So the wineries that really embrace digital marketing, those are the ones that are going to win.
Okay, all of this makes sense. But we can't ignore the elephant in the room. The whole no safe amount campaign. You know, that growing anti-alcohol sentiment. How can the wine industry fight that, especially with a generation that's so focused on health?
Yeah, that's a tough one. And the report knows it's a challenge. It says the industry needs to change the conversation around alcohol. It's not about denying the risks. It's about promoting responsible drinking.
And highlighting the potential benefits of moderate wine intake.
Exactly. The wine industry has to be proactive, you know? It's about changing perceptions.
And positioning wine as part of a balanced lifestyle?
Ex-
It's funny how this keeps coming back to balance, right? Like finding that sweet spot between, supply and demand, tradition and innovation.
Right.
And even like how we think about wine and health.
Balance is key for the future of wine, for sure.
Well, and speaking of balance, the report also talked about the bulk wine market, right?
Yeah.
Like we've talked a lot about these fancy wineries, but there's that whole other side of the industry.
Oh, absolutely. And the report says the bulk wine market's in trouble. Like, really in trouble.
Well, how bad are we talking?
Think of it as a sea of unsold wine.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of wine.
Yeah. And the report says it could take years for the bulk market to recover.
Wow. But even with all that extra wine, the report did say there might be some opportunities.
Yeah, like for those private label wineries, you know?
Oh, right. They could buy up all that cheap bulk wine.
Exactly.
And then bottle it under their own brand.
Exactly. It's a chance to, like, use the oversupply to their advantage.
And maybe even reach new customers who are looking for, more affordable wines.
Right. So for some wineries, this could actually be a good thing.
Interesting. A crisis for one part of the industry could be an opportunity for another.
That's what the report's saying, yeah.
So it's all about being flexible, adapting to the changes.
And speaking of adapting, we can't forget about the grape growers.
Right, the ones who are actually, out there growing the grapes.
Yeah. And things aren't looking so good for them either.
What does the report say about that?
Well, they're getting paid less for their grapes, and there's a lot of uncertainty.
Makes sense.
So the report says they need to think about, diversifying.
So growing other crops besides grapes.
Exactly, or finding new markets for their products.
So basically just finding ways to survive.
Yeah. It's all about being resilient.
And that often comes from working together, right?
Totally. The report talks a lot about wineries and growers needing to collaborate.
So sharing resources and supporting each other.
Exactly. And it also talks about the role of regional wine associations.
Oh, right. Like groups that represent the whole industry.
Yeah, they're important for advocating for the industry's needs.
So this isn't just about every winery for themselves. It's about the entire wine community coming together.
It's about the big picture.
You know, when we started this deep dive, I was a little overwhelmed. But this has been so insightful.
Yeah, me too.
It's not all bad news, is it?
Not at all. There are challenges, but the wine industry is tough. It's survived a lot.
Wars, recessions, even prohibition.
Exactly. And it'll get through this too.
That's good to hear. So what does this all mean for our listeners?
Well, if you love wine, maybe this is a time to try something new.
Yeah, like explore some different varietals or check out those wineries that are doing things differently.
And if you're in the wine business, it's a wake-up call.
Time to innovate and really connect with your customers.
Yeah.
The world of wine is definitely changing.
But change can be good, right?
It can lead to growth and new ideas and a more exciting wine culture.
Absolutely.
So next time you're enjoying a glass of wine, think about the role you want to play in shaping its future.
That's good thought.
Think outside the bottle and remember, every sip is a chance to connect with history, nature, and each other.
Cheers to that.